Vader mused. Anakin Skywalker had died on Coruscant, but the Chosen One had died on Mustafar. Blistering rage, as seething as Mustafar's lava flows, welled up in him, liquefying self-pity. This was what he saw behind the mask's visual enhancers. Bubbling lava, red heat, scorched flesh. He had only wanted to save them. Padme from death, Obi-Wan from ignorance. And in the end, they had failed to recognize his power, to simply accede to him, to accept on faith that he knew what was best for them.
Hello, I am the Legends girl trying to make it in this discanon world. This is OG Star Wars coming to you with some more original lore. Today we are focusing on Dark Lord, Rise of Darth Vader. And this book is a great read for the events following after Revenge of the Sith. And this book is also in here, and this is a great companion to your reading and your research of the character or the books in a very great orderly timeline. And so I highly recommend that book as well as the Audible. So in the book, we get the final scenes of Order 66. So we get a glimpse of some of the main Jedi, Roan Shrine, Oli Starstone, who is a Padawan learner, and Bolshetek, another Jedi Knight, who are master, who are stationed on Merkur, the world Merkur, with their brigade, their commander, or their clones, the clone troops. Yeah, I'll get it out. And so we have the final scenes, and within that we see how much the clones respect their Jedi. And so when they get the order, they are very confused about it. So that's a great read into what the clones felt. Some of them that created great relationships with their generals, their Jedi Master Generals. And then also too, because of that confusion and because of that hesitation of receiving the orders from Palpatines and questioning the orders, they let the Jedi escape. And so that's a very compelling read. And we also see Vader contemplating himself as, you know, the not Padawan, but as the apprentice, as the Sith Lord, in a suit. And you could see him just struggling with how he used to feel as his former self physically, but not as Anakin, and how he feels now and how he feels trapped within the suit. So that's another great read in Vader's development, early development, and the suit. And it also reflects on how he feels the suit is insuperior, and how he used to be able to fix things and put things together as Anakin Skywalker. So that little bit of that critique about his suit also reflects him as Anakin, and he's trying to get rid of that mentality. And so that's an interesting and great read in the book here. So if you're interested in his development after and how he felt about who he was and transforming into Vader in right after Revenge of the Sith, then I recommend this book as well. And it also shares his interaction and his thoughts when he's interacting with Palpatine, and how manipulative Palpatine is to him. It's a very, very compelling in here. So as he adjusts to the suit, he does give his accounts, and he also reflects on Padme, Palpatine, and the Jedi, which is in the beginning of this video, as you read who the characters are in the world building I shared. Then as this progresses, we also get the story with the three main Jedis, and how they are trying to figure out what the heck is going on, because they do not understand either. And they discover a lot of compelling things, like the message transmitting to the Jedi, also to about any remaining Jedi, and they search for any surviving or remaining Jedi. And this also takes them to Alderaan, and also takes Vader to Alderaan. And so just one little spoiler here, you know, Belle is very scared to have baby Leia next to or in the same room as Vader, because he's afraid he might force sense her as his daughter. And so that's all I'm saying, and you'll have to read the book to find out what's going on with that situation, and also the politics within that situation on why Vader is taken to, or goes to visit Alderaan. The final conflict is on Kashyyyk, and it's Vader versus the Jedi. And Roan Shrine basically is a pessimistic Jedi, because he doesn't have innate telekinesis or foresight in his Jedi or his Force abilities, and so that develops him through and his mindset. And so we get a little bit of character development with him, and it leads up to his final confrontation with Vader at the end. And and so no spoilers on that. They do have a confrontation on Kashyyyk, and Kashyyyk is basically has always been a Jedi stronghold, because the Wookiees form life debts, and so they have that with the Jedi. And so that resonates throughout the whole lore, especially into Legacy of the Force, our Legacy era, when Jason Solo attacks the planet and searching for his parents and the Jedi, the traitors. And so that's just a little cross reference there. You know, I like to do that at times. And excuse me. And then at the end, we get a little special note with Obi-Wan on Tatooine and his discovery of Vader being alive, or Anakin surviving. And so I'm going to end that with just a little reflection clip of Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. Again, read the book. It's very compelling, even leading up to the very end of Obi-Wan in the book. And this also is a great tie-in and complementary book to Kenobi, which are basically within the same time frame as this. Although I was looking for it in here, it is not added in here, so I'm guessing this was published after Kenobi. I didn't look at the dates. So Kenobi is one of the books missing from here, but Kenobi basically lies within the same time frame as Dark Lord, Rise of Darth Vader. And so yes, I recommend this book. This also comes in a trilogy. So Labyrinth of Evil, and then Revenge of the Sith, and this is the final, the end, not the ending, but the final of the little trilogy. If you read those together, they're great stories, and they tie in really, really well. Of course, all the stories do tie in well with each other. This book here is evidence of that. So all you EU supporters, if you don't have this, get this, because when still talking with people who say that it's all out of order, it doesn't make sense. Here we go. And it's made by the wonderful Pablo. So he can't say it's not out of order, because he's the one who put this book together. So, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and end here and enjoy the last clip. And you guys have a great day, and may the Force be with you.
Obi-Wan, Luke must not be told that Vader is his father until the time is right. Should I take further steps to hide Luke? The core of Anakin that resides in Vader grasps that Tatooine is the source of nearly everything that causes him pain. Vader will never set foot on Tatooine, if only out of fear of reawakening Anakin. Obi-Wan exhaled in relief. Then my obligation is unchanged. But from what Yoda told me, I know that I have much to learn, Master. You were always that way, Obi-Wan.